Hello and welcome. Right, tonight, fingers crossed it goes well and I won't be one big pixel. We are going to be talking about what and where I'm going to put my new Marvel display, which would be cool. So if you're watching this on the catch up, just write in the comments below what you think I should add. I've got some bits and pieces already, but what we've done previously all through Instagram is all the stuff that you see behind me in all the city. That is something that we have done via Instagram, and now I'm using this platform for obviously all the videos and things for the theme park stuff. So I thought maybe once a week or maybe twice a fortnight, come on and do like a Lego City update. That's annoying. Yeah, and then we can just see what's what with everything else. So yeah, we'll give it a go. Welcome for everybody's ideas when they come in, and yeah, space wise we have minimum of 4 32 by 32 base plates. I will spin the GoPro around when people start joining in, just to figure out what's going to go where. We've got the bugle to put in, and then we were talking actually about some sets last night, which we could figure out what could go where. Then do we move the assembly square? If we move the assembly square, where does that go? And then what knock-on effect is that going to have? So we will see who is about. To the guys that are already watching, hello and welcome. I still can't figure out who is here until anybody starts chatting. So if you have just come in, we are obviously going to be planning a Marvel display, which is nice and exciting. All good, Anthony. How are we, dude? You all right? Everything okay? So, dude, we're going to be planning this Marvel thing tonight, and need your brain for what can go where, and sort of scenes and stuff for minifigures and stuff. I'll give it a couple of minutes for people to jump in, and then I'll spin the GoPro around. But I've moved all the theme park stuff about. Not that it has anything to do with that this evening, but it does mean that I've got a bit of space to start moving some bits and pieces, and we might change how we've done the roads. So like I was saying at the very, very start of this live, we have over sort of this year added in everything you see, done all the road plates, we've done all the bright colourful tiling. Everybody's picked their own colours, they've all decided what should go where. We've got bags and bags full of just different coloured tiles. But with Marvel being such a strong topic, and hopefully I'm going to pressure Mr. JD into doing a live with me, because he is a knowledge god when it comes to all that sort of stuff. He can let everybody know what he's got in his 6-inch, and I can go through all the stuff that I've got or will be getting in the Lego form. So enjoy eating your food, Lego student, not a problem. To the person that's liked the video, thank you very much. That does massively make a difference as well. And Anthony's just had rice chicken. Beautiful. Yeah, I think this is a sort of tea time, and then people will start coming in sort of around in the next sort of 15 minutes or so. So it really picked up a lot last night, but we'll see who jumps on. But obviously I know a lot of the people do watch it back, and I am still getting messages through Insta as well after, with people's ideas and things, which is really cool. So I was just saying, Mandy, before you came in, about what space do we have for this Marvel display, because I know a while back we said we could do it on 430 by 42 by 32, but that was going to be more of a park thing. Do we have the bugle on this table? Does the assembly square move? Does the park beside Ninjago move? Again, I'm going to move this around in a minute. Where the Ghostbuster firehouse is, do I put the Harry Potter diagonal alley with it and create an alley with that, and actually have it in the middle and just have like a one-way road going around it, rather than have the big base plate? So I could get some smaller roads and just have sort of three modulars deep. So we've got like a load of space to my left, your right, and then you've got all the space for the modulars behind. So there's loads and loads and loads of stuff to think about and do, but it very much depends on what space we have here to where everything moves. So if we are gonna, it's not a full move, because this is all empty space anyway. So it's just a case of, if we move the assembly square, does the assembly square just go up a tier, or do I try and put diagonal alley in with and actually make the alley by the Ghostbuster bit. So the Ghostbuster bit just goes into the middle, and then we got a single road and then an alleyway on the other side. And then the other bits and pieces can stay. The assembly square can literally just come straight up behind here. So that shouldn't be too difficult. And then the park could go, but it would obviously give us another, technically 3 base plates of space if we moved the stuff off the bottom, and we have got that space to put them up at the top and dot them around. So it's depending on how it starts to snowball, and it very much depends on what people think and how I think how people think I should do it. If they think I should have things up flying, how many minifigures should be in there, how the scene should be set up, because you could have Diagonal Alley all the way down with a Ghostbuster bit in the middle. So you'd have the alleyway here, Ghostbuster Firehouse, and a road, which wouldn't be a problem. That's not too much of an issue. That can be done at a later date. But if we are thinking of doing that, and this has to move, then we just need to start. We just need to start at the bottom and then sort of work our way up. But I think the alley and the Ghostbusters would work well, because we've got all this space by the train track. You guys know what I'm talking about, but anybody watching this back, they won't. So if I bring you forwards, we've got all this space here by the train track, you can fit another three base plates in. So I think that is 1, 2. Yeah, so you should be able to fit I think you can get all the alley in there, and then we could have the Ghostbuster bit coming off. But we only need to discuss that and talk about that if we end up having to move this, because if we have to move that, and then it's going to be a bit of a different ball game. But as we left it ages ago, we were thinking of putting the bugle up here, weren't we? And then we're going to come down into sort of a display that was going to be here. Are we going to extend the display? Because if we are, what we can worry about at a different time is just where these can go. But if we're going to keep them here, then we can just work to this space. That's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, no, that's all right, Mandy. I don't mind that, because I don't mind seeing the backs. I think it's quite nice to sort of see into the back of the building. Yeah, so the bugle can either go here, and we don't have it at the top, and then this could then potentially just go at the top, and then we've got all of that goodness over there to sort of play with, haven't we? Or we sort of leave it where it is. But yeah, it's sort of, the bugle's limited, but it's going to have to either go smack where they are or where these. But I have got the boards ready. So the board that we need for tiling, I've got the board, a big board, and then I've got the other board that I'll just go beside it. So at the moment we're a full football pitch width and a bit. That's the space that we've got, which is that's 2 base plates. That's 32 by 32 wide, and then there's four of those to go in. So we can either do that with the staircases coming down, which I think would look effective, but we could lose this if we don't think we want it, or we can try and have like a park scene out the front with the assembly square while mixing it in with the Marvel stuff. But yeah, I want everybody's feedback on that like normal. I've got you on a Lego Technic crane, so I can sort of push you about a little bit, which is always good fun. But yeah, height is a bit of an issue. But we know that's on a 32 by 32 base plate, and we know it will fit there or it will fit on this side, so it can go in those 2 places. But yeah, we'll have to just start attacking it. But before well, I suppose what we could always do is just go over the sets that would look nice as a scene, and then think if we've got enough space or not. If we don't have enough space, that will definitely have to go, and then potentially the park could stay in, and that could link into that, because it sort of goes Alton and Ninjago into Marvel then, so that'd be okay. But the assembly square is easy enough to fit in, so that's not an issue. Oh, that's lovely and cold. Lovely and cold. Yeah, I'm not exactly the tallest, but it's how the actually how the roof slopes. But I brought the coaster and everything forward, and I've moved the Colosseum away, and I put the Star Wars boxes underneath, so they're done. But that'll be a completely different life. But what was Flash Pence saying yesterday? He was going on about the was it the Spider-Man's Leia set he was going on about, or was it the Doctor Strange set? There's those figures, and then you've got the couch Thor. That'd be a nice set. You've got the bugle that comes with tons of figures. If Jay pops on in a bit, I'll get him to send some updated photos, because his partner's actually making the bugle up for me, and it's not far off done. So yeah, I've given it a bit of a tidy up. So it's the Colosseum is actually over. And just so the Colosseum's now there, and then you can see sort of behind you got the coasters now at the front, which I thought was a good thing. And then we've got all that space in the middle, so we've got like a table and a half of completely empty space for the that theme park area. But yeah, it had a good attack of it. And then so that Doctor Strange is in the Spider-Man layer. Both you said the same one. Okay. Yeah, I know Flash Pants was going on about it. I did a look on the Lego website today, and there's the Spider-Man layer, which comes with our favourite ring person. And then there's also a Doctor Strange set as well, the Sanctorium. So yeah, so it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how much this moves and develops and changes, because obviously we really have attacked it in the past. I've got all the tiles ready to actually tile off places in anticipation of what can actually go where. So we can start doing those bits and pieces, well, if need be. Do I keep the colours at the front? That's another thing. Or should this all completely change and then the colours get added somewhere else? Because I can always put a park in somewhere else and just have a complete Marvel display. So yeah, it's what can go where and how it can go. And I know Mr. Saturday Ave can't make it this evening, so I'm sure he'll have plenty of ideas. And before I forget, it'll be interesting to see if it glitches, because at 1:45, the first Lego house video is scheduled to go live. So we didn't have a problem on Thursday, but it was this time last week we had a bit of a problem with it. I wasn't actually going to do a live tonight, but I thought, well, as we were talking so much about the Marvel stuff yesterday, I thought, why not attack it and crack on with it and see what's what. Right, what I do is you guys quickly stuff your faces. I will just get the first board in place. I think that might be a good thing to do. I move them over, and then we can figure out what space we've got with these boards, and then we can go from there. Yes, I got them all. I got them all ready So that is it. That's them ready for tiling. If we want to go with that layout, let me show you. Bricks are us. It is on the tube. Of the tube. That is it. I'm going to do all the lives on here. I think Bricks are us, Dave, because look at that. Talking to the man. There he is. Look, he is here. The legend himself, and he is the cowboy who is currently singing just above the coaster sign. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is Bricks are us, Dave. Dave is in. Dave, I've literally just put these plates down because Omen and are in what to put in this gap, and if we keep this, because yesterday we had quite a lot of people sort of turn up towards the end yesterday, and yeah, onto the dark side. It just runs a lot smoother, and it's just easier, and you know, it is what it is. It keep crashing and glitching, and I never had any joy with it, did I? So do I keep the colours at the front? Do I get rid of them? Do I relocate the assembly square? Does the bugle go at the top like we said it was going to, or does it go to the side? And then what minifigures and things do I need to create what scenes? Because we've got the bugle set that is currently being made up by Cheeky Monkey, which is Jay's Toy Collections partner. She is currently making that up for me because I can't be bothered and I don't have the time. So the bugle is being done, so it'll be done when it's done. There's absolutely no rush with that, and that's just going to straight in. So we know that the bugle is a 32 by 32 base plate. Then it's a case of what figures shall I add? Do I get some what if stuff? Do I buy anything from the Bricks or Us? Is there anything that I need to add in? Yeah, that's where we're at the moment. No, not with what's not being done, as in how the platform itself performs. It's nothing to do with what we've done. We just didn't have any joy with it for like the last 2-3 months. It just keep kicking everybody off and crashing, and it's not been the easiest to do everything with, is it? But without that, we wouldn't have created it in the first place. So it was a good stepping stone. It was a good stepping stone. So yeah, we've got two places, Anthony. So we could put it where the assembly square is and bin that off, or we could put it right back, sliding you about. We can put you right back onto there. So if we go for it up here, it'll go smack in the middle there, and then from that bit, yeah, I'll be getting the new what if stuff. I was thinking of doing like an army builder with the Captain America zombie. I thought that might be quite a nice thing to try and do. But Mandy, do you think we should go for the thing above the top and have the stairs still? What do we reckon? What do you reckon, Dave? Do you reckon we should go for the bits at the top, or should we keep them at the bottom? What should we go for? Because that'll be one big thing decided then, and then it'll be, what do we do with this? So I was looking at, there's a lot of vehicles and things. You could create some nice chase scenes and that side of stuff, but I don't think I'll be getting any of the other buildings. Right, so that is going to be the bugle. That is where the bugle will be going. I've got the tiles ready to tile anything that we need to tile, just to mark off what can go where. Because I know we were saying originally that we're going to put some bits and pieces in the middle. Well, I mean, we could have it at the top and then just get rid of the assembly square and then just extend it over by a base plate and a half. So you have the bugle coming down into a bigger marble section. And then the assembly square can literally just go up, and it could probably it would actually work parallel to the two diners where that area is, and we could do like a seating area there. But that's the key thing, because if we want more space down here, I need to move that first before we crack on, really. But I just need to know what you guys think. There's not much where it'll be, because Mandy and Dave came up with Mandy came up with a road idea. Where the bugle will go, there's actually road behind it, so you wouldn't actually miss any of the buildings that are behind it. So it's good thinking. But yeah, you won't miss out. You won't miss out on that. So it's all right. It is. You might miss one or two cars that might be beside it, but then you're going to have that problem anyway. With anything that's behind it, because it is so tall. That is the only thing, an issue. It is because it is so big and tall. But it'll be, because I am going to have it as a proper. I'm not going to have it as like a building. I'm going to have it with all the marble figures on it, and actually have it as like a movie scene. So it would make sense facing in. But if the bugle went here, it would mean that at the top I could just have another building facing backwards, and it would just be two completely different sections. So it would be the same amount of studs left. Actually, it'd be more, because the bugle would be smaller than that. So we could have the bugle facing in and have the scenes there. Do I just make space do I take that up and just have it as a free area? We think in a completely separate marble section, a bit like how we got the Ninjago completely separately. Because we need to have the bugle, because that way the bits at the top, where you can still see it on the. So this bit, you could have just a modular facing in, and that'd actually free up a load of space, because you could have them facing each other, and you could have little footpaths or whatever. And it saved me building the stairs. I haven't got the skills to make the stairs then. Oh no, happy to keep it there. But what I don't want to do is, because I'm going to move all the other bits up. So where the stuff is behind it, I need to put it all back. So I don't want to put it all back and then not move it, and then have to move it all again. Dave, you'd be proud. I moved the Colosseum and the roller coaster, and I didn't drop either one. Not too bad with that. Not too bad at all. So yeah, I was pleased with that. Nothing went crunch, bang, wallop or anything. It was all right. But yeah, that's the thing. That is the thing. Do we want the bugle facing forward with the stairs and it wraps around, and then everything underneath it is all of it, or should we have it on the same tier? All I need to know. But yeah, more than likely, whatever I do is going to drop. All right. Do you want me to move that, and then we can create like a more of a calm scene further up. So I think I know where that can go. Right. I will move that up and out of the way. This is where I now do drop it, which would be real funny. I'll get you a little bit closer in on the old action. Oh yeah. Oh, now look who's following Man United. Now Ronaldo's come back. Didn't watch a flipping game for a year and a half. Now look at you. And it's unbelievable, Jay. Well, when was the last time you watched United in the Champions League? Yeah, exactly. Know anything about it? Right, so that's out the way. That is out the way. That is done. Yeah, I didn't drop it, so it's all right. I didn't drop it. It's good. Talking about, obviously, Jay, the Marvel bits and pieces, and if this whole bottom bit, because that now could be the layout. So you could have the bugle there, and then you could have space either side of it, and then the stuff in front, and then I would have to get rid of all of this. Obviously, have to get rid of all the rainbow stuff. So that was another one that goes there. So all of this, instead of it being sort of trees and footpaths, we can do that at a different place. Yeah, sorry, I didn't drop it. Didn't drop it on that one, I'm afraid. Did not drop it at all. And also, I need to know what is going to go in there. What do we think? I think it might, from a camera perspective, if I'm doing lives like that is where I would be sat. So you would actually see the bugle forward facing, wouldn't you? With it all done. Whereas you're not really going to see it there because I can't set this up with the laptop anywhere else. So from a visual point of view, I think we should actually have it here. Right, we'll do it. We'll have it there. Decided. Tiles. That I didn't think through. I didn't think we were going to come back this far. Oh, I will take them off slowly. I'll take them off slowly. Yeah, it can sort of come. It can come that way, or it can go over. So where you can see the white, we could add stuff off and a step up if need be, and then that's as far over as it will go. So that would be the gap that you would have. The other bit, the gap that you can see, is actually underneath the table, so you wouldn't be able to do anything with that. But yeah, we could. I think definitely have it over here because it would be forward facing the camera, so you would see it all, and then we can have all the figures and stuff on it. So that means take all of this up, and then I'll pin them together with some tiles, so I don't end up knocking them. Because now what we can do, we can actually link. If we added some stairs and we want it to be really, really clever, this bit, like Mandy's just said, could be the alley, and it could go up down the alley of the Ghostbuster bit, so you could actually link in between the two. Nice. Talking of Marvel, it's the pre-order hour now. So what are you going to be pre-ordering, Jane? And we've got to get you set up that we can do this live and compare who does what in what. But yeah, you can have like a Marvel alley going down by the Ghostbuster alley. But that's obviously we can daisy chain that on. Is there anything that you're going to be ordering? Dark blue, red and white tiles. Yeah, I see where you're going with that. But what, for the front or just dotted around? Because I would imagine this would be. Are we going to make this park, or are we going to make it roady concrete? Because I could add some water in the middle. That would be easy enough to do, because I have got some spare water tiles at the moment, and they're over here not doing anything. So I could add these in, which is in that pattern as well. That's quite nice. It'll come through. It's an effective pattern now. Because I could put I could put the water in the middle like that. And I don't know, Mandy, what other larger sets I would put in. I would probably put the Thor couch set in, probably in the corner facing away. But we could have, well, you'd probably have the water like that, wouldn't you? You'd tile this as an extended walkway, because on the side of the bugle, I think, if Jay is still here. Jay, I know you're busy pre-ordering your bits and pieces, but if the bugle sign is facing the GoPro on this side, so it will be on the right-hand side if you were to walk out of the front door, is that where it carries on being tiled, or is it on the left-hand side? Because it would suck if it's on the other side. Or does it wrap all the way around? Because we could use the footpath from the side and it can carry on going down the side, and it'll be easy enough to do because I have got that width, which I was messing around with the other day, so we could have the alley just like that. Mandy, if that works. You see that all right? Yeah. Let me bring you a bit closer forwards. That's a problem. It's not a phone. It's on the old GoPro. So it could be like that, look. So we could have the water bit in the middle. And then where I've just put in the concrete, that could be the alley. Just that bit there, that could be the alley beside the beside, if I raise you back up. There you go. So there's ideas. We've got ideas. Oh, sweet. That's right. And so that is the more rougher side of the alleyway. Happy days. So if that's the bugle stood up like that, this bit here is going to be the alley, and then happy days. So I just need to figure out what we're going to do with the front. I know the thing is that Jay really likes those bright colours. Jay loves sort of the multicolored effect. He doesn't like plain grey tiles or anything. So, and let me go back. You got Spider-Man Retro Wave, all done to £240. Was it? Are they early releases? Are they direct to you, Jay? Or is that pre-order for next year or the year after? Lies. All right, so Joe would be happy to know that that's coming up, and Mandy would be happy to know that there's going to be an alleyway there, and we can extend the alleyway off. This whole display is everybody that's watching now. We'll do whatever. Jay's been a bit of a legend and found the missing figures that would go with the bugle. So we could have like a full bugle scene and fight and all that sort of stuff. And then where we got the tan colour, I could just tile that with like walkway and just have people running past. Or I could put that as a road. That might be a fair shout. If this bit was a road, so we could actually have the cars battling each other outside the bugle, which obviously comes with a taxi, which nobody seems to know what to do with, and that side of stuff. And then we can go straight into the water, so we could have a car flying into the water, and then the rest of this green could just be park. Does that make sense? So what he's done, Anthony, he's pre-ordered the stuff, and it won't be sort of out until January, so he's got time to save up, so it's all right. Yeah, good thinking actually, Anthony. So what you thinking? I have got the lighter blue. think it just makes a massive difference what base plate you put it on. Because if you put it on a, excuse the bum, if you put it on a one of these, didn't realise I'd actually tiled them properly. It's a slightly different shade because it's a green underneath. So that's the effect you get, which I think, to be fair, I really like that. Hopefully that's picking up on the camera okay. But can you see the nice effect? So I can do stuff that is no, never goes well at all, I know. But you've got them. So I can do it with that. They're the same shade tiles, but that's obviously looks darker, but it's just because it's on a grey, not a green. But I have got the Ninjago blue somewhere, but yeah, the second the releases come out, it's a nightmare. Do I put water directly in front of the bugle and make it completely different, or should I just have it as a road? I know Jay's gonna kill me. You'd be like, no, just do it as a road because it's New York and should have a road. So I can do that now. I can start adding that in. And then that leaves us with all of this stuff at the front, and it leaves us with all of this. Uh-oh. That's a cracking idea, Anthony. Can you imagine if it fell off? It just went donk. But are we happy with that pattern, that effect? Obviously, when you do reels and stuff, it gives you that sort of thing. Grey only, yeah, all right. Yeah, I do the road as a proper road, Jane. What colour lines, Jay, do they have? Is it yellow? Do they have the yellow lines smack in the middle to split the road up? Because I could do that because I've got the 1x2 tiles, which I could actually do. Yeah, it's rubbish, Anthony. But the good thing is with the Lego stuff, you get 2 or 3 years, don't you? So it's not too bad. And obviously, if you can get this kind of stuff from a pad wall, it's much cheaper as well. Is there a gap between? Because I have got, this is where the maths come out now, Joe. This is the pain. Anybody know how wide that is? Is it 16 studs? Ginty, how are we? Saturday Ave, hello guys. Everybody pops always around 7 o'clock. It starts getting busy. Beautiful. Right, few Joe play catch up. Yes, I know I'm really close here, but we are doing a full Marvel thing. We've got quite a bit going on. So what we've decided, it's a bit difficult to see, but you'll get the gist of it. Where this plate is here, that is going to be the Daily Bugle. This bit beside it is going to be a alleyway. This bit in front, we're going to do as a road. And then I want to put some water in with that effect because I think it looks nice. So I think that's one of my favorite tile patterns for water. I think that's probably one of the best ones to do. So I want to add that in. So I will do just one of them, but I might make it a bit darker so it look like that. That will go just there in the middle. And then the green stuff we'll do as like a park with a battle scene. And then I'm going to take up all these colours to add in extra bits, but then I'll relocate the colours with the assembly square to make like a normal calf place. But we're going to do all Marvel bits and pieces for here. We were just saying about the roads, and I was about to count how many wide they are. I think these are 16. But good evening to you, Ginty. How's work been to you today? Everything been all right? And Saturday Ave, how are we, dude? Everything good? Anthony's coming up with some cracking ideas. Mandy's on fire with them. Yeah, that water is probably the best tiling I've done, just to blow my own trumpet, I know. But Yeah, I was quite happy with that. It took ages to do, but I think the effect's quite nice. But I think you still get the effect with the darker water like that. I think that looks quite smart. But I think we just want one. Yeah, I think what we sort of do a little bit of both, Mandy. I think so. I think maybe just because I've got the tiles here, obviously we can change it. And we did say ages ago about having water in the middle. If we're now having the bugle, because we've moved the assembly square, guys. We've moved in the assembly square. If obviously now we're going to put the bugle here. If we are going to do this as a road, so like the cars and everything can go by, because Jay, correct me if I'm wrong, because I know you've looked at this for me, but you've got the bike chase from the new film that's just come out. Then there is potential for helicopters above on the grass, because you've got a couple of different helicopters that you could have up there. But it would be quite nice if we said that this bit was like a road for the cars, and then this greenery, because it's a big old board, this. So if this board had a bit of water in it, so I'll obviously take it off the grey and have it there. Everything else around it would be park area, and then this bit at the front would just be extra bits. Had to round up some sheep. Did you have to tip any over? I'm a pro at doing that, Ginty, saving the sheep. Pack it through the crosswalk, 18x6. Yeah, see, there's potential for the new road plate. But I was thinking maybe Saturday was just tiling one of these and then adding some yellow tiles down the middle. And then maybe putting a single strip around the outside, because I think if I did that, it would be 1, 2, 3. So it would be single strip, double stud, double stud, double stud, double stud, double stud, double stud, yellow. I'd have to have just one. That would work. Yeah, I think I might just tile it for now, only because I've got it. Just literally happens to be that it's all a perfect fitment, even with the 32x32. Like the bugle will fit directly on this table. It just happens. It's just a fluke more than anything else. I just happen to have them here. But I was thinking of tiling this with you guys now to see if we can get the color right. And then I need to know what scenes you would like to see in the city. So if I take this off my face now, but Mandy's come up with the idea of an alleyway, and the alleyway down the side of the bugle would go up and carry on with the alleyway down the side of the Ghostbuster bit that we were going to add, so we can still add the steps, which would be nice. So that's brilliant. Like, we are going to lose the color, but we'll gain the color back elsewhere. What, like a charging point for the cars? Yeah, just they can plug it in mid battle. Yeah, it's the only thing I can do. I can tile, but I can't create anything. I can't create anything else. And I have moved everything in the theme park as well, which is nice and exciting. So, everybody that's liked the video, guys, thank you very much indeed. Massively appreciate that. It does make a monstrous difference. Jay, am I allowed to do light grey on the outside and then all dark grey with a yellow in the middle? I don't know. But you're winning though, aren't you? So it's all right. Well, you were winning. Well, we can start creating one, because Jay's Toy Collections UK's better half is smashing out the bugle for me. I was thinking of doing a army builder for the Captain America zombie, and then we can have like a load of zombies like running around, but we could still add them into the trees. I quite like the idea of how Saturday Avenue said a while back about we were going to add some trees across here. So if I added in a load of trees at the front, it'd be quite nice to have the zombies, like a zombie attack going on in the trees, like a battle scene in there. So if I was to put trees basically where these colours are, what figures should I put in there battling? Because I think load of zombies, and what can we have up on the clear sticks flying in? What sets can we use for that? and what older sets have been discontinued that would work in this display, and this is the big one now. Do we keep that beast where it is? Because that does look like it will work, but you have to let us know. Ooh, well, can you send us a photo, Jay, when you get the set out, and I'll just show it to everybody that's watching. Do a bit of this, show it back to everybody that's watching, so they know when they're watching it back what I am talking about. Yeah, so we can have, if we go, obviously, what got brought this up for was electric zone. Sorry, Chinty. Yeah, we'll have to get some like little power bits like that, won't we? And just have them plugged in for the taxis and stuff. Yeah, we'll leave the lantern bit there, and we'll have the trees. We'll put the trees at the front. But yeah, we'll have like a zombie apocalypse going through the trees. I thought that might be quite nice. But all of this is all going to be a Marvel zone. But I'm going by, obviously, you guys let me know all the types of figures that are in the what ifs. What do I need duplicates of? And how can I have like Wanda and Vision and all that sort of stuff? Do they need to be on the clear pegs? And basically, what scenes can we create? Now we've got the basic layout. I will start the road just because it would just be nice to do. And Jay can let me know if he's happy with it. So I am going to go for an American style, but I'm going to use the yellow rather than the UK white. Nightmare. Only because what sets come with vehicles and cars? The Shang-Chi has the motorbike chase. You've got the Hellraiser. I say Hellraiser every single time. Is it Hellraiser? No, it's not Hellraiser. Who am I thinking of, Jay? It's definitely not Hellraiser. That's a completely wrong film. Ghost Rider, that's the one. You've got Ghost Rider on his... he comes with a car, doesn't he, for the Lego instead of a motorbike. So you could have the Ghost Rider car down there, and he's got a really cool flaming head. If I don't need the car, I don't think Dave might not be here now, but I know Dave has a Ghost Rider minifigure. So I might pick that one up if we think we don't need the car. Yeah, so fly him in. Let me know, because I'm going to put, obviously, like I said, I'm going to put the road in front of the Bugle, and it's going to be nice because you're going to see it here upright when we're doing what we're doing now, and obviously when the camera's where it normally is, which is sort of back there and over, you'll see it a little bit more. But I'll sort of keep moving it around. But yeah, it's quite nice it's been a while. So if you're watching this back wondering why all of a sudden this has suddenly gone to like a Lego stream, it is because in fact, everybody that's in the chat helped create this whole city over the last year. And they all came up with the different color combinations and loads of different ideas, and it's just been good fun. And then yesterday we were talking about all the new What If minifigures because Anthony went to a expo and that kicked it all off, and then we had a bit of a competition of who could do what with what. So we are still going to be doing, obviously, the theme park content. Obviously, that's going to be, you're going to get 3 of those a week, and the new one is out. I think the new one's just gone live now. So you're still going to get your 3 videos a week and the live as a catch-up for them as a weekly thing. And then hopefully we will do a Marvel-y type DC Lego in 6-inch with Jay when he doesn't know about it yet, but that's something that we will be setting up. And then that'll be hopefully a regular thing, maybe once a month or twice a fortnight or something. So that'd be something nice to look forward to. But yeah, I think it is a Dodge Charger. Yeah, it's the black Dodge Charger. I think that's it. But yeah, have a quick look, guys, and let me know what you think would work, and just what are the sets. Because I want to get the Flash Pants yesterday. Yeah, it was Flash Pants, wasn't it? He got the chocolate cake. What a ledge! Is it a good one? You haven't missed much, dude. Don't worry. We've just finalised what's going where. It's literally a case of now of what vehicles, like helicopters, what jets we can use, what needs to be flying, what needs to be on the floor. I think we've got a perfect zombie scene. How many zombies do I need? It's like Mr. Saturday Avenue. How many do you think I need to make that realistic? I know Jay's going to say we can't have too many zombies. Down to 10 men. Shocking. Down to 10 men. What are you playing at? Was it first half or second half, dude? First half or second half? Right, I need some yellow. I might make a bit of... I haven't got any 1x2s. I've only got the 2x2, but I did say that to Jay at the start, and he didn't say anything back because he didn't know what I'm talking about. So if it doesn't look right, you can blame Jay. You what? I'm going to find every colour by yellow in this bag. How many do you reckon we need? Oh, better yet, it'll go by how many trees we put in, won't we? So if you think how many figures, zombies, do you reckon we could get on here, and how many of them do we come in, or do we just go absolute ham and just get loads of them and just have a full-blown zombie apocalypse? And who's facing them? Because that will be a scene completely nailed then. And then that'd be easy enough to do. I just need a load of trees. I can just put some mud down and all that sort of stuff. Because now I've got this tiled, so I've got the base plates for tiling. We can fly through it quite quickly and just add to it easy enough. So that should be... guys, thank you so much for liking the video. Really appreciate it. Thank you. It helps massively. And if you are watching this back and you like it, amazing. You're a bunch of legends. Thank you very much indeed. It helps a lot. So right, good progress. I need the yellow tiles, bear with me. Yeah, because I think Bricks R Us does have a few Marvel minifigures. See, I've got all of these as well. I've got loads and loads of these cobwebs, which might be helpful with the Spider-Man stuff. But there's a bag of them because they were a free scoop with some other stuff. I got a load of sand colour as well, Jay. If you can think of anything I can do with the sandy tiles, with the because is that the same colour as the sand man that you've made? Is it the light one or the dark one? Because I can make a sand display of that. Someone say sheep. Yeah, God, you're on a bit of a... That was Ginty. She was talking about electric car zone and Ginty, light one. Okay, I got loads of them, Jay. So if there's anything that you can think of that I can do, I will do. But I have the water. If I get it, let's see what we can get done this evening. I'm not going to be... I found them. There we go, right at the bottom. Yeah, so what we were saying, Anthony, is we're going to take up all of these colourful tiles. I'm going to put a load of trees down and have that as a zombie apocalypse, basically, which would be good fun. Also, that'll work. It's tight, but it'll work. I mean, it's like tight. You'll get a car on there. I'm just making sure that's actually wide enough. Oh, yeah, you will. That's fine. It's just the race car's a bit fatter. Amazing. There we go. Yeah, make a little beach scene up. Good thinking. Going back up. What set are you looking into, Ginty? Sorry, I've missed something. Okay, fine. So I'm doing the road now. But yeah, vehicles basically first with regards to all stuff that flies. Do I have anything that flies in, and where do I have the prongs coming off? But I want this to be just as special as all the other ones that we've done. And the good thing is that it can be done slowly up to a point, but like Anthony said, it can it can be a bit annoying when the sets have been discontinued. But most of the ones that we are going to use are about, so it should be okay. It should be okay. Creepy willow tree. What? Ooh, you need to let me know. Do you mean for the trees for the zombie attack, or is that a set that Ginty is after? I think I've caught up with the chat. I think I'm there. Unless I'm... yeah, no, I'm with it. Right. But yeah, so bugle, road, water, sand, zombie attack. So we got we got 2 scenes now. So we've got the Sandman in the sand, and I need to army build the zombies, which is fine. Who does the zombies go against? Mandy said about Wanda needing to fly. Do I need to get the Shang-Chi car chase to go with the taxi? Do I need to get the Black Widow helicopter? I think there's only that one helicopter, isn't there? I know they've just released an Avengers ship, but it'd be... that's not necessary really, so... All right, dude, no worries. Ginty, fill me in. What set was that for? I'm a bit confused and confused. Yeah, and somebody sent me... oh, somebody has. Hang on. Who sent me something? What's going on? Oh, no. I see, said the blind man. We're all right. Right, we are nearly... it was for that. Sorry, I thought it was for a set that you wanted. What set number is it? Would it work well with the zombie? That is a one that I do like. Right, I bet you Jay's watching the football, but what do you think of that to the road? Would that work? Do we go yellow for the Americans, or do we go white for everywhere else? Jay, if you're here, does that work? Excuse me. Right, creepy trees with the zombies is a must. Can somebody send me a picture of that set so I can have a look-see? Because we can have, like I said, it'll be this end up here with all the trees. Anthony, take it easy, buddy. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your food and whatever else is going on. You take it easy, bud, and I'll catch up with you later on. Appreciate you popping in. Happy with that? Does that look all right? Just... but Jay's watching the football. He is watching the football. I bet he is. Because I've only done the small one because I know he'll moan because it won't be right. So anybody that's watching this back, Jay won't watch this back. So if you've watched the last hour, he won't see these couple of minutes. He'll be now crying that the football's on and they're not doing very well. But you heard me say about 20 minutes ago that I only had the 2x2s, not the 1x2s. So if he comes back on and moans, because I'm about to do the big one, because it's 2 bits. So anybody watching at home, and nobody else has said anything, so I'll carry on. We're away. Yeah, just wondered what I got the the electric car point would be cool. I just didn't see the creepy trees. I don't know what set number it's from. So if somebody can send me a picture through, just send me a DM into the Instagram, and I can show everybody on the old camera, so everybody knows what set you guys are talking about, and then figure out how wide the trees are. Brick Builds, how are we, dude? How is everything? You've just met Anthony. Just starting to tile some bits and pieces for just outside of the Daily Bugle. What do you mean, like take some out? Or have like a yellow one over? How is everything, Brick Builds? We good? So to fill you in, I'll bring you back over so you can actually see what we're talking about. Hang on. You're on a high tech device to slide you about. So all of this here is going to be a Marvel setup. So that here is going to be your bugle, and then down the side here is going to be your alleyway, and then we've got a grass scene with that we're going to put water and stuff on that. All these guys are finding different sets that will work well with, and then here we were going to have some sort of road just outside the all the way out, which will basically go into a zombie apocalypse. That's basically what we've done so far. So if you can think of any vehicles that would work from any set that you can think of, any figures that would work as like an army builder or an individual builder, fire them out, let us know. But everybody's coming up with these ideas, Brick Build. So this is the stuff that we used to do on Instagram. It's nice that it's kicked back off again quite quickly on here. It's just a bit slow to get going because it just notifies people differently. But I won't start doing any more. I'll do the outer edges, Mandy. But what bit do you want blocky? Which bit don't you want in a straight line? What, the yellow? Because I can change over whatever. I can add in. It would be nice to add in like a drain cover or something, but I can add in different bits and pieces if need be. But yeah, just let us know. But yeah, so that's how this setup's going to work. But anything that you can think of, Brick Builds, with regards to army builder of minifigures. So all of these tiles are going to have to get ripped up, and then we're going to replace it all with trees. Oh, you're horrible. All right, I'll do the really long one, and then we'll change it. Okay. Yeah, so we are thinking of people who come up with Wonder and Vision up in the sky, potentially helicopters, a couple of vehicles on these roads. So it's basically a completely different thing away from the city. And then on a different live, we'll just rearrange the city. So yeah, any set input that you've got, dude, let us know. Give us a shout, and we can go through it. So yeah, let me know, guys. Thank you very much for liking the video as well. Massively appreciated. It does help a lot. Right, I'm on it. I'm doing the big road. But I keep saying it, but if you are watching this back and you've managed to muster the first hour, thank you. And just write in the comments, guys. Let me know below what it is that you would like to see. And this is what we will be doing. We'll do this at least twice a month, I think, because it's just nice to do. It's just a bit different from the videos, and it's actually quite relaxing for me to do as well. So I don't have to worry about editing and all that sort of side of stuff. But yeah, we will smash this out. So I need 3 of those, and then we can get onto the cool stuff with like the alleyways and just add in those little bits of detail. But Bricks R Us popped in. He said hello, which was lovely. And I was speaking to Army veteran. He will be about as well, which is nice. So people are starting to know that we've moved over to the YouTube, which is good. Right, I'm just putting all these tiles in. Just started, so we're away. Has anybody sent me over that picture for the creepy trees? Not yet. Not yet. Okay. Brickbuilders, if you I know it's a pain, but if you send me a screenshot of that set through Instagram, what I'll do is, and I'll hold the camera up to the I'll hold my phone up to the camera, so everybody back that's watching this back can actually see what you're talking about, and then I can see it as well, because Jay found an old Spider-Man set with a vehicle in that would be a good one to have as well. But yeah, there's only a couple of vehicles. I think there's a couple of vehicles out currently. I think there's some older vehicles, and then there's just all the what if figs, and then obviously there's the all the figures that comes with the sets as well, isn't there? So, but I took all these tiles up on purpose, ready to do this, so it's good. We're good. But Ginty said about putting some electrical power points in. We could add that in down the down the alleyways. And this is a really big board, so you might have to entertain yourselves for a minute or two. Because I need to get some of those clear sticks. But I think what I might be able to do is I might be able to stick the clear sticks onto these studs that are on the outside of this and have it going over. I think that might work. And that'd be a cool thing. But yeah, all about the Marvel ideas this evening. And then I've said it a couple of times now, but if when I can figure out how to get multiple people on here, I'm going to do a live with Jay, who has an enormous toy collection, and by that point we'll have some of the Marvel sets, and we can compare like the different torso prints and that side of stuff. Sent and done. All right, dude, hang on. Let me have a look. So we've got willow trees coming over and trucks coming over. Let's have a look. Yeah. Good thinking. So you can potentially something like that. Yeah, not a bad idea. I think Jay's actually found in an older set that sort of style of truck that you're talking about, Brickbuilds. There's a set on Amazon, I think, that he's found, and it is an older set that it includes sort of like a safe house truck. I think the 6-inch stud is I think that's a cracking name. I'm not going to lie, but the 6-inch stud, I think it makes sense. Have that as the title of the next video. 6-inch and stud, or 6-inch stud. The 6-inch stud. But yeah. So smaller money truck. So that's what Jay's found. He's found a smaller money truck. And again, anything that you find, guys, just ping over to me, and I will spin it around and show. So, and again, you guys then know what everybody's talking about, and anybody watching this back saves them getting off their phone to then go through and type it in. Do we need any flying vehicles, or is that just taking it a bit over the top? Yeah, so you're tempting me with that, Jay. It's annoying that it's so expensive because it's only it's the 4+ set, isn't it? So I don't know, but you can't. I don't know if you can find. You must be able to find the set secondhand. As long as it's got the figures in, I don't really mind too much. But it's just a lot of money for a 4+. Mandy, I'm just shouting your name out to make sure that you haven't fallen asleep. Because Mandy might be in a food coma. What, the new one? There is one out, isn't there? What do you reckon? Over the top of it, Joe? It wouldn't be the. I suppose the good thing is that this one isn't the UCS, so it'd actually be in scale, because the UCS one is absolutely massive. But do you know, anybody know what the helicarrier minifigures come with? Because I'm pretty sure that is available, and it will be. I have seen it in sale at Smith's. So, what do we think, Jay? Ah, that's right. I was just making. I'm just adding in the yellow. I'm just making sure I didn't fall asleep. Otherwise, I'd be like, I'm not too sure if she likes it or not. But yeah, the 6-inch stud, I think, would be a cool chit chat about all the Marvel. I can do the Lego side of stuff. Jay would do the 6-inch scale figure side of stuff, and we can just compare everything, which is nice and exciting. No, I don't think there is. I don't anybody know of any X-Men Lego set that's come out? Mandy, you ready? I think Jay didn't see the first one, so guys, what do we think? And you can let me know about what you meant, Mandy. What do you reckon? Doo-doo. Shiny. What do you think? Does that work for the road? So obviously you got the two bits that will be pushed together, and then the bugle will be in front. But no, I don't think there is a Lego X-Men. But I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know what comes with the Shield helicarrier, but that could be up, couldn't it? We could have that just over the top, and then we could have like the ropes and stuff coming down. I suppose that would be the main one to have. Does that make sense to go outside the bugle? Are we happy with that, Mandy? Do. Well, the problem is what I said when you weren't listening. Is the yellow? I've only got a 2x2. So what I'd have to do is I would have to have it like that. That'd be the only thing. I could put I could obviously put a 1x2 in. So it would be like that. But you can see that it's going to be off. So it would have to be a solid line, I'm afraid. Because if I made it any smaller, the only way I could do it is if I got some 1x2 yellows and alternated where the 1x2 yellows went down the side, and alternated it with the grey. And that would be the only way I could do it, so it would be wide enough. But I don't have I don't have any 1x2 yellows. I've only got the 2x2s. But if I get them from a pad wall, I could do it. So what I could do is that's 3. That's 3. So if I do it with two different colours, so you see what I could potentially do if this is the right pattern. I have no idea over there. It could be like obviously it would be yellow, not that's the only way I could do it. So it's in the middle, or we'd have to go widthways. So every couple, just so we can have the width of the thing. So I could do like do a 2-to-1 ratio. Obviously yellow to grey, but I don't think it would look right because I don't think it's not going to be facing the right way. But you could have it like that. Well, I could, but I don't think that will work. Because Mandy said something about making it blocky. I could take out a couple of, I don't know. I mean, the only thing I could do is bring the light grey against the yellow and then bring the road out to the side. Do they have that? Is that your lane layout over there? Or do you have it where it's yellow, grey, yellow? Which way works better? Let me know, because we just have the white lines over here, either single or double white lines. We don't have any yellows. We've got the yellow ones on the outside, and if you have the double yellow lines on the outside, it just means you can't park there. But yeah, that's the only thing I can do. I can just remove the outer grey and bring it into the edge. Or if we're happy with that, I just leave it like that. And then we just come back to it if it looks a bit naff. But can we pass with that? Does that look okay? You got another picture coming through? No. Right, I'll add that in then. Exciting. That doesn't look half bad, to be fair. That looks quite nice. That does look quite nice. I will spin you guys around. That all right? You happy? Oh, didn't like that. Glitched. Yeah, thumbs up. Everything all right with that? Okay. I won't push my luck with that anymore. All right, so that bit is in. That bit is in and done, which is good. We'll get these bags out of the way. Right, next thing will be water. How much water do we add and where do we put the water? So we've got this massive monstrosity here. What I'll do is I'll take a photo, obviously, and it'll be a bit better for you all. I'll take a photo so it'll work that a little bit better. Let me just clear all this out the way so it doesn't have a fit. There we go. It doesn't like anything quite close to the laptop. It drops the signal out a little bit, and it doesn't like to be moved. So that new booster doesn't turn up, so hopefully I'm not one massive pixel. Oh, fantastic. Send us over some photos, man. I'll show everybody what you've done. So that looks beautiful. All right, so we've got the lanes okay, I think. I think the lanes are good. Right, so that is in. Let's get this on. Yeah, I think that's going to look really smart. Right, water. I'm going to use these tiles as that nice, that nice pattern. Bring you a little bit closer. Yeah, so with that nice shiny pattern. Do I go that wide for the water? And should I just do that amount? So where it's grey, just stop. So should I just use that? And do I put it smack in the middle of the board? So it would be roughly like that. And then we've got the shape around it. Does that work? Oh, you come up, say, oh, come on, darling. Come on. Come here. Come on, I want to see you. Come on. Come on. Hey, come on. My cat's giving me a very dirty look, like I've forgotten to feed her or something. Come on then, I know it's all changed, you want more space. Hey. Hey. Come on. She's thinking about it. She's like, are you going to come down or not? Oh, she's coming. Here she is. You going to have a sleep or are you going to come over and say hello? Go on, Pumpkin. No, she's going to explore. That means things are going to get smashed. Things are going to get smashed. Right, back on track. Width of water, where do I put water? Do I just have it that wide? For the guys that I have not bored to death yet, and if you're watching this back and I'm going to start doing it, I think that'd be alright. Or do I put it in the middle? Would it make sense in the middle? Yeah. Do it as a... Oh, I've got to count all of these then. Okay. We'll do it in the middle. Hello. Hello. She's trying to sit down. You gonna go? I know where you want to go. Here she is. She's here. A bit tired. No, don't go. I know where you want to go. Don't worry. Wait. I've got you. Come on. You want to get down here. And I put the tiles in the way. But you want to get down here, don't you? Hey, your bed's here if you want to get it. No, not impressed. She's not impressed with that. Right. Water in the middle. Water in the middle. Seeing if and when Mandy's going to send that thing through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. Okay. Right, I've got it, I think. Picture sent. Amazing. All right, I'll let me just spin this round so you can actually see what I am doing. So I'm gonna going to start doing the water, but I'm going to put it into the middle. Would that make sense? Does that work for you and the police? Let me have a look at what is going on with this. Oh, this is what Mandy, Lego student, has been working on. Check that out. That looks amazing. That's a brilliant alternative build, that is. What a cracking looking thing. That looks brilliant, Mandy, that. That looks brilliant. That doesn't like it there. Right, okay. I just need to put it in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8 and 8, that would be perfect. Thank you very much. Yeah, we like that. Okay. We're away. We are away. What, are you losing currently, are you, Joe? That does not sound good to me. Uh-oh. Jay is in trouble. Lost 2-1. Unlucky. In Fergie time, was it? It's because you watched them for the first time in forever. You've jinxed it, look. You've done what I do with the Grand Prix. I watch it live. There's a red flag for 6 weeks. I'm assuming I am putting the water smack in the middle of this board. I'm assuming that's what you want. Pumpkin, what's the matter? Hey, come on. Oh, scored in the 95th. That's just disgusting. That's not even worth joking about. Unlucky. Unlucky. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Is that going to explode? No. Not ideal, James. Sorry, dude. I'm sorry. But on a more positive, do you know what figures come with that helicarrier? It's my sympathy over with. Oh, man. I knew that pattern was done specifically. I've done it wrong. I think. I am confused with my own pattern here. Line, double, line, double, line. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. I'm with it. Sorry. Sorry. I'm back in the game. So it's all gone wrong. All gone wrong for everybody. I haven't dropped anything, so it's okay. I'm having a nice time. And we're getting stuff done, which is good. Still need somebody to send me those trees though, because I don't know what the set is. Brickbill Studios has sent me a good idea for a truck, which is good. Worth getting, Jane. I have got an Iron Man and a Thor. I haven't got Black Widow. I picked up a War Machine. I think I have got a Nick Fury, but I don't know which one. I don't have the Mordock. But do you think it would look nice hovering over the top? What do you think? Pumpkin, what's the matter? Come on up. Come here. Cat's gone mad. Oh, is he? How much is it? I am assuming it is still available on the Lego site. I think, because I know they did the UCS one, which I didn't get, and that was enormous, and that came with all the special figures. But this one will be more in scale, won't it? So I'm going to have a flying thing, and I suppose if I had that on prongs, you could have the other people about. I'm just going to stick my head down and see what she's up to. You guys talk amongst yourselves for 2 seconds, and I am putting this water in the middle, by the way. So hopefully that's right. Come on, you. Come up here. Hey. Sat at the bottom there. The lad is meowing. Come on up. Your bed's here. She wants to cuddle, but she's too lazy to come up. So she'll have to wait. Oh, okay, I'm with you. Sorry, so it's creepy trees. Yeah. Okay, I was dribbling for a while with that one. I was like, I don't know. I am more confused than confused can be. Jay's saying that. Well, I think he's saying that I should get the helicarrier to go over the display. To be fair, I didn't even think of that. It's a good shout. I'm sure it's still available. And when it came out, I don't think it was massive amount of money. I don't think. Right, hang on. I'll be back in a sec. You, young lady. Sorry, guys. She just wants to be. I think she wants to be let out. Yeah, I've seen the Iron Man lab, and because it's got the same thing as the Batman thing. But I don't know the Spider-Man thing. But all right, dude, I will catch up with you after. I'm going to be on for, well, I would imagine to about 8:30-ish. So I'll be on for a little bit, but I will let you stuff your face, and I will show you the water and any other ideas that I come up with after. Enjoy your food. Enjoy your food. Yeah, I don't know how. If I was to put like the Iron Man lab in, I don't know where it would go. But then it'd be nice to have just as like a separate scene. I mean, I suppose you could have the Iron Man lab in the trees with the zombies trying to attack the lab, because we haven't come up with an idea of at the other end of the apocalypse, have we? And Mandy, just for reference, that's the width either side of the water. Is that going to be all right? And then you're going to have that gap and the same gap the other end. That be okay, do you think? Is that going to be too much water? It's going to be in the middle of that board, but it's not going to be in the middle of the thing. But hopefully we'll be all right. Hopefully we'll be all right. What is there's the Black Widow helicopter, or you've got the helicarrier that Jay's talking about. I think the helicarrier might be the best thing to go for, because it's the most iconic thing out of all of it, isn't it? and they've used that in a couple of the films. So I can see that up over coming in and landing. I think that might be a nice thing, but I'm guessing it is still on the Lego website. Yeah, definitely brick builds, definitely. What one have you done? Ping it over on the Insta, and I'll show it up. So Brick Builds is currently working on a mock. Well, yeah. Which way should I bring the water? In that way? Do you reckon it's too long? Oh, give me 2 seconds, dude, and I'll have a look. So I was just going to have the same amount of water that was on this board. Obviously, no more than that. But if we think it's too much, then obviously it will be changed. But yeah, that's you got that bit at the back, because obviously the road would be there, and then you've got full width, and then that end. Let me have a look. Nice. That is what Brick Builds has been working on. That is looking smart. Nice. Yeah, well done, sir. How long is that taking you to do? How long's that taking you? How long's that taking you? Wow, 12 hours. It's a cracking effort. It is a cracking effort. So Mandy's just done her bookshop, and that is 12 hours of work gone into that. Should I spin it around? Would that be better? No, I won't spin. What do we think of the carrier? Will it work? Do you think do you reckon that's a good one to go for? Yeah, do you reckon it'll work with this display? So I have to pick it up at as cheap as possible. I don't know how long that one's been out, but I know they re-released it because everybody wanted it again, because they did the UCS version, and then obviously they did that design. So May 20. Oh, okay, so it's still about, so that's all right then. But can you see that hovering over the top of like the water and this sort of big board? I think might work. What, the carrier might be a bit small? Oh, you mean the helicopter? What, the Black Widow in the Black Widow helicopter set, you mean? Because obviously people sell the figures separately, don't they, for like £1 or £2? So you could always chop and change the figures. Yeah, because is it the Chinook that is that set for the Black Widow? So what else are you going to be creating next, Brick Builds? What is next on the agenda to do? Ooh. Where are you going to be displaying that, brick builds? Is that just for your stop motion, or is that going to go into your city? Right, for scale, Mandy and everybody else, I know it's not in the middle, but should I just put that in the middle, or should we go a bit bigger before I carry on and ruin everything? Oh, happy days. When's the comp, dude? Look for good contention with that, that's for sure. That's a hell of a looking thing. As I got no skill with that side of stuff. I'm useless when it comes to doing the whole customization thing like that, and absolutely nowhere near. Mandy's really good at doing custom bits and pieces. In fact, everybody else that was in the chat and that has been in and out is really good at doing that. I'm not too bad at tiling, but yeah, I can't really do anything else. I'm useless when it comes to that side of stuff. The question is, Mandy, could you have both up in the sky? Could you have like the original and the latest sets up in there, or would that just be a bit too crowded? Well, you got the road in front, haven't you? So you've got, that's the road, and then obviously where that green is, we were going to put footpath. All right, no worries, no problem. Yeah, I think well, we'll see. I'll keep going, and we'll see if it'll work. If it doesn't, then we'll just change it. But might as well use it if we've got the You think the carrier look good? Amazing. Okay, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay, I'll have to look into the carrier and see what's what. If it comes with some good figs, then it'll be worth doing. Yeah, get the carrier up, and then I'm quite looking forward to the zombie bit. I think that's going to be quite a bit of a mission to get done, only because of actually finding the figures. So that'll be a good challenge. I suppose as I'm putting this in, it doesn't need to be perfectly in the middle, does it? We can have it narrow at one end and bigger at the other. If we're going to put some sand in, maybe we do that. Do you think the sand at the back? Oh, good call. That's a good call. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. It might be worth doing that. So, what do we think? Do you think this bit at the back I actually do is sand, Mandy, and then the front and all the way around the outside is hard standing? Give me 2 ticks. I'll be back in a sec. I've returned. I am alive. I am here. So you're looking forward to building your bugle, Mandy? Are we working okay? I think sewed. All right, I think we're good. Might add one more line, and then maybe add some sand. So I've got the hoppers, and have it. Oh, I bet it should have been done at the edge of the board. Oh well, we'll do it as a guide. Oh, sorry, I'm with you now. Sorry. You meant get the bugle in first and hope for double points for the helicarrier. Yeah. That's a good call. So I thought you were talking about you're going to wait for double points and get the bugle yourself. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, bag 8 is going to be underway sometime this week, which is perfect. There's absolutely no rush with that at all. So that is fine. So what do we think with? Do I put sand here and then leave that for more open area? Because this bit could be where the road goes. So it's more, so you got the road, and then this bit in front is more just sort of footpath and parks and things. And then the back, do we put a little bit of sand there, or do I just make the water exactly the same either side? Or does it not even go in the middle? That's going to be the really annoying thing. I think it's going to be one of those where it sort of makes sense having water around the house in the middle, but it's not. It's in the middle of that board, but it's not going to be in the middle of that display. But it doesn't matter. But this is for anybody that's going to be watching this back and jumping back in. I'll be on for another about 25 minutes, Monday. Yeah. So what do you reckon? Just that size then, and then sand it here, or do you reckon that, or is that just going to look really weird? Should that have just been on the side? Because we could have the roads either that side and obviously tiled, or it would be like that. I could make it smaller. I could bring it in, but yeah, I'm a bit confused with how to do that. My brain's melting on that a bit. I think what I do is I start detiling these. I think that might be a better thing to do, because I can just start putting the tiles behind me. Probably good fun doing these. Yeah, some benches, and yeah, I think that might be because with the Sandman figure as well, if we have that with that, I mean, you could set up like a little volleyball net and all that sort of side of stuff, but it just depends on where it goes. I mean, you could divide it up completely. So I say this all the time, it's like I'm not going to touch it, and then you could basically divide it that way. You can split the board into a few, where you've got that bit is something, I don't know if that's more walky bit, that bit behind is the sand, and then you've got that bit coming round, and then that bit, and you've got like a narrow path behind. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think that might work if I put those dark or light grey. Yeah, I think so. I think it'll go. I think it'll be like that. So this side will be to the park, like the gardens, yeah. But if I use these black tiles for now, what I will do is, actually, if I use grey tiles, it'll match. Ingenious. It'll match the park. I can just make it double chunkiness. That'll do. Do that. All right. Okay. Ideas are coming. Well done. Well done, Mandy. Well done, everybody. Yeah, I think that's how I got that down now. Will be the better way to do it. So I think water-wise, all the water tiles are done. Have I got any of these colours? No. Jay said it was the lighter colours to me. I've got the hopper. I've got the steppers for these as well. So I could add. I could add those in like that. Do you have it perfect? Do we have the sand perfect with the water? Is the sand maybe a stud out more? And then I have. Did I throw them all back in here? I can't remember what I did by that. I think I did. I think I threw some back in here. just put in the sand in quick to see how that would. Look, I think that would be all right. I think you've got it nailed with that. Good thinking. Good thinking. 2 more. 6 minifigures still on the beach should do the trick, shouldn't it? And then I can pull some of these off and have the sand one from the Bugle set. So what do you think? Will that work? So you got the hoppers, and then I could do the grey down there. So it's almost like a small narrow footpath, because it will go on with the set that's beside it. And then this side is all anything. So all of that is anything. So we'll just have a small narrow footpath all the way down, which I'll do in. I don't know whether to do it in a dark grey. Might look a bit better in the dark grey. Just use the line of the other set. Yeah, I think so. I just don't know how to, if I need to sort of wrap it around the water or not. The only thing is, because I haven't got the 1x2s, I've only got the 2x2s. It's a little bit difficult. But if I add in these dark greys all the way across, because the footpath is the length of the road, which makes sense. So they will both be going into the forest of nowhere, which is lovely. That'll just be a nice little touch. So where with your new set, man, because I think everybody's having their dinner now, so that people might pop on in the next 15 minutes or so before, because I might stop at 8:30 rather than. We did what, 9:15 last night, because Saturday Av was living the dream, but usually stop at 9 o'clock, but might stop a little bit earlier. Everybody's having their tea tonight, and obviously all the sport that's on telly. But yeah, I don't know how much to wrap around. So I could obviously wrap the water around the beach. That would potentially make sense. Or raise up the sides and have like a little something. Or could use some of those burnt red tiles as like a zigzag thing or something. But at least we've sort of got three zones that can be done. I think that looks smart. So that's the back now, and then could either just wrap the water either side of the beach, which would only need a single 1x2. That wouldn't be horrendous. What would that look like? Any ideas how you can make a beach look like a beach? Please let me know. Probably want a just like a little stud on there. I could add the water around it like that, Mandy, but I don't know how that looks. Yeah, so it's only a small little dinky beach. We'll keep playing around with it. It's going to change quite a bit, I would imagine, but at least we know what we're going to be doing with regards to the trees, which is nice. Yeah, that's a good point. I think the base of the sand figure that comes with it takes up a bit of space anyway. So to be fair, it might be okay once that figure's added. I think you might be able to tweak it, but then does it necessarily have to be in the middle? Could it be right to the far end of the board, and everything this way is all none? Because now I've done it that way, you're not going to be able. You can't walk around it. So maybe if we kept it that width, but just picked it up and took it to the very end, and then we'd have all of this into the forest. The forest bit's here, so this just goes all the way over. So it's right to the far end, and then you'd have the trees into whatever. Maybe that would be a bit easier because you're now not going to be able to walk around it. It's going to be a bit awkward to get it because it's now not going to be C, is it? Because it's in the middle. It's easy enough to change, and I'm sure people have ideas when they're watching it back. But yeah, we could just add in because that way, if we added the water into the far corner, you'd be able to wrap the beach all the way around it, wouldn't you? So you could have like a bit in the front, a bit around the side, and then seating area into other bits and pieces. So that could work. In fact, that would be a lot easier to lay out. But then we still keep the water and we still keep the sand. Ugh, should have done that first. Never mind. But people will be watching this back going, nah, idiot. All right, so first one down, ready for zombies and trees. How far in do you reckon I should come in? Half a board? Anybody watching at home? Half a board of trees and the zombies in it, and then the other half is just part of whatever else, because the base of a tree takes up 4 studs, doesn't it? So you could have 2 trees side by side if you wanted to, because if you split it down the middle, it's 8 one side, 8 the other. That's a 16 by 16. So we could do that. That would potentially work. We have 4 studs deep for whatever. Well, for the trees, and then the other side would be for other bits and pieces. But I think that would work all right. I think I'm saying this, and I think the water's a better idea. Doing it over that way. I think that'll work wonders going over there. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure what to do in the groundworks. Oh yeah, 100%. But it's just nice doing it with you guys. But if we want that water and beach, it will need to be water at the end, that width at the end, with a bit of sand at the front, and then wrap round. So we have like a bit of curvature around the water. That'd be easy enough to do. And then it just gives us space then to do whatever with the other scenes, because as that stands at the moment, the water's just going to be lost, because if we've got people battling around on it, because obviously of what the nature of it is being a Marvel thing, it wouldn't really work that well. I don't think it would work that well. Right, man, I think everybody is stuffing their faces. So what we might as well do is we might as well knock it on the head, and then when everybody comes back, I'll have all of these stripped off, and I can then just start the water on the next Marvel design, because I know exactly what I'll be doing with that, so I can just move that over, and then we can just go from there when everybody's back. I think that might be a good thing to do. What do you reckon? So I'll sign off and make sure that other video uploaded okay. Oh, Jay, I was just about to skedaddle, but he's back. Jay's back. I will stay on for a little bit. Jay was talking about the water, and I think what I need to do is put the water right to the edge and then put the sand around it. So that the width of that gets put to here, bit of sand, and then sand. I think that's how it needs to go. Cheeky Monkey, hello. Oh, everybody's coming back off from their food. It's gonna might start picking back up again. How are we, Kiara? How's everything going? How are we doing? We're saying for the zombies, Jay, half a board as well. Half a board, and then they can all out attack. Lego student's been holding the fort for a little bit. Right. Oh, what did you have though? Everybody's been eating. And now the dream team is back. How big a base plate, guys, is there? Yeah, I know. How big a base plate is the sand for the sand figure? I'm going to move all of this over. That's going to really hurt. I'm not going to lie. Don't want any sympathy, but it's going to be rough. Bit of dribble. Spicy meatballs. What you two get up to, eh? Happy days. Oh, ow. Right, so I'm thinking of wrapping the sand round, Jay. So it will be a bit easier to do the bit. That bugle, Kiara. I've done the roads. The roads are in, so they're down and done. We smashed them. They've both done. And I'm taking all these colours up, and then we're going to put the trees and the zombies and stuff there. But what I'm doing with this sand is I'm putting in the hoppers, so we can stand a load of minifigures up there. Amazing, Cheeky Monkey. Absolutely no rush. Absolutely no rush. Jay said you're going to be doing bag 8, which is super exciting. No, there's no drama, no rush at all. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Don't you worry. Right, that's that done. And I can make the sand maybe 3 wide there, so it wraps around. That might work. And we can have some sort of funky area. Oh, why didn't we do this the first time? It just saved my hands. Just makes sense with placement though. Makes a lot more sense. 11 by 11. What, studs? 11 by 11 studs. Is it that big? Because that's 2, 4, 6 studs. So is it wider than that, Jay? Is it the base? So if it's wider than that, I might make the beach narrower with smaller water. Oh, get off. Oh, yeah, I love it. You know I do. I whinge about it a little bit, but no, it's all right. But is it? It can't be 11 by 11. That means it's that wide at the bottom. Is it really that chunky? Because if that's the case, I'm going to have to redesign the sand. Otherwise, he's going to be in the water, which won't be very good. I could do 2 bits and then wrap it round. But is it 11? So it covers 22 studs in total, does it, of sand? That's not going to work then. Isn't that annoying? That's massive. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to lose 2 rows of water. That's fine. I just won't wrap it round. I'm going by your trust and judgment, Joe. That's going to take up 22 studs at the bottom. So that's what I need to stand him on one of the risers. Oh, I've got to take all the water back up. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah. Okay, right. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's now 12 studs deep. Obviously the length is there. So if it's that, and then I just add that down and then just put that water into there, and that'll go right at the far end, and we'll just start coming forward, and I'll just add in some more hoppers, I think. Yeah, it takes up 20. If it takes up 22 studs, that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've got 12. I've got 12 studs free, and then I've got plenty this way. God, that's massive, massive thing. Not a problem. Glad you said that. I'd have been crying if I've had to done it again. Yeah, it's just got a big base. That's all. Really big base. So if I right, I just need the hoppers in. So where those green spaces are, I just put different types of tiles in, so you can actually stand the minifigures on that. So I'll bring the water over now, which is actually going to work because it's going to be bigger than the sand. So that'd be okay. I'm glad you did it. I wouldn't have done it. I'd have just thrown it against the wall. This is all for a Sandman display, Joe. All of this, Kiara, all of this is just for one figure terrorizing people on a beach. We are absolutely living the dream taking these tiles off. Yeah, the taxi looks good. The taxi does look good. We've got the roads done for the taxi and potentially the charger. And anything else that needs doing. So that is all there. So we've got the roads in place. Yeah, I don't know if you can put a minifigure in that one. I haven't actually looked into it, so yeah, I've not looked. Well, I'm doing it for him, Joe. He's going to have a nice scene where he's going to terrorise people in the sand and the sea. So as long as the area is big enough, you can be terrorising 5 or 6 minifigures. They'll be running away as he's coming out, so it'll look the part. It's fine. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 15 spaces, but obviously he's going to take up. He's going to take up a bit, so they'll be running away. He'll be coming out from the corner. I will just leave the gaps there and rearrange it as required, because it'll just be easier when the figure's here. So I can obviously utilise the base and then just spin it around then, so it'll be okay. But Joey says about the helicarrier, Mandy agrees. She thinks it will work well. And if it comes with a big Modoc as well, so if we can pick that up in a sail or double points, that will be good. And then see what else we can find. Oh my fingers. So we are at quick updates there so far. And obviously the water will be coming back up to here. Obviously that will all get taken off. That will be tiled for walkway and stuff. And then above the top, that's your road. And then where my finger is, that'll be where the bugle is. So that's how that's going to be. No, it's all right, dude. What I've done, I've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 12 girth and 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 depth. So it'll just be a big Sandman coming out with a couple of figures in front running. So I'll have like 2 or 3 figures running away. It'll make sense because it'll look like he's eating up most of the beach. So it should actually be in scale. It should work. It should work quite well or going well. So it'll be nice. I mean, I can easily bring the board up, so it's not a problem. That'd be simple. But yeah, we can, because I've got these are the tiles. I've got the hoppers on, so I can stand the minifigures on. So all I'll do is I'll put him sort of like there, so we've got the circumference of him in the corner, and then they can be running off the beach into safety that way. So that'll do the trick. I think. But yeah, be easy enough. And there's a little bit more water than beach. I mean, I can make the water deeper if need be, but I think it'll be all right. I think we'll be okay. We can make some sort of funky thing for people to dive in or something. I'll rank Mandy's brains for that and just see if you can think of like a fishing thing or something. That might be quite cool. People sat down wondering what is going on. We are nearly there. We're doing all right. The pattern looks effective. It's a shame there's a white football pitch line underneath, but yeah. Well, if they did that would go in. Just as a Easter egg. I have got sharks. I have actually got a Lego minifigure shark. It's got the legs and the arms and the head of a shark. What was that from? It's one of the CMF series, I think. I took a lot of photos with it. It's up here somewhere. So if you wanted a land shark, I actually do have a land shark, so that could be arranged. That could potentially be arranged. Right, one more line. Have it. I've got to take the rest of them up. Oof. It's because you're hungry and you've had a long day. Oh, there's monkeys. Yeah, there's plenty of different animals you can get. Right, so that's our ratio of water to beach. What do we think? So this bit is footpath, which is only a couple more studs because it goes on from the other side. Beach, then bit of water, and then we just have all of that empty around. So all of that will be, well, all of that will be completely empty. No, they don't do Fantastic Four Lego. No, they do all the submarine stuff, and they've got a lot of underwater stuff, but they haven't got that. I mean, I can make the water bigger and the beach bigger if the scene needs to be bigger. Because I was going to put it smack in the middle, but I mean, we can start off at this scale. So I'm not going to add any more. I'm not going to add any of the other tiles down, and then just put a little divider in. Not 100% sure how to do that, but we can work that out and then go from there. Just get the rest of the water tiles off. So it's about 10 quid for that set. There is a couple of monkey sets, yeah, I think. There's a lot of the Lego City stuff have a lot of the animal things in now. I don't know if I've got a little monkey here. I can try and find one. Scale all right, Jane, as you're in charge of the beach display. Is that all right? I mean, worst case, I just take the water all the way to the edge of the board and make the sand a little bit deeper. So that's not a problem. Not now where I put it. I'm not too sure what will go in front. When you think it's all right for scale, I'll bring you round and I'll bring you round and up. So that's what it's like in scale with everything else. So it's just a small bit. So you can obviously see the road's in its right place. So I could take the water all the way to the road and just add in a little bit more sand, or keep the sand the same and just add in more water if the water looks lost. But we'll worry about that. I'm more than likely we'll probably end up adding some more water in, because I think it might look a little bit lost. And then potentially add in something on top of the water, but as it stands at the moment, that bit is okay. So alleyway bit we've got a place for, that we've got a place for. That's where the bugle is going to go, which is beautiful. Laughing. Zombie forest I'm looking forward to doing. But yeah, that looks smart. That should look quite smart. Yeah, little beach and water scene. Like I said, either extend the water if I can't figure out what to put in front of it, or make the beach bigger, or just do something completely different there. Because that is, the water is 16 by 16, so If that means anything to anybody that's watching it back. I've done a 16 by 16 for the water, and then it'll be it's 4 studs less than that width for the sand. You've got 16 by 14. No, 12. 16 by 12 is the sand. I know I'm going to have to actually pull the trigger and get some figures. I think the zombies I need to get. But I need, how many do you think I need to get though? If I'm going to do half of that with trees and forests and the zombies in it. And Jay and Kiara, when you're having your food, we're saying potentially having the Iron Man layer in the corner, and that's who we're fighting. Because I don't know what else to put in with the trees, if anybody knows. Things are 6 to 8. It depends how big we want to make it, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 8 of these, and they take the full length of the table. So if we're going to do halfway and 1, 2, 3, 4, say 5, and then leave 3 for like 2, well, 1 for building and 2 for going the other way, you're only going to have like 2 minifigures on each one, or a minifigure on each one. 1, 2, 3, yeah. So I might need to hunt a couple of them down, and worst case scenario, just sell them. But I suppose when the trees are in there, it'll be taking up a little bit of room. Saturday Ave, how are we? Just talking about you. Just talking about you and the bits. We're just taking these off. The road is in. We've added some water and a beach area, and then we're going to see if we're going to extend the water all the way to the road or add something else there. So that is ready for the Sandman, which Jane Kiara has very kindly given me the base dimensions for. So that'll be big enough. And we're just talking about how many zombies we need to how long we make it, because we've got of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there's 8 of those, and we're going to use half of it. Yeah, you're going to have them in groups, aren't you? So you could have like a few on the first plate, nothing on the second plate, a few on the third, nothing on the fourth, a few on the fifth, and then you'd have the opposing people on the other bit. So I would say 3, 6. You're going to need a minimum of 9, I would say, or 12. 9 to 12, I reckon, you're going to need for zombies, because you might be able to put 4 on each plate with the trees. And just do it staggered. Anybody else want to throw their input in on how many zombies I need for a zombie apocalypse? Jay's a horror pro. He'll know how many zombies attack. And also I need to know what is going on the other side, which is going here. Because it goes all the way down. So I know we're having half a plate, so you might get away with 3 a plate. 4 would look nice. A couple of trees dotted about. That's what we're saying, Daniel, about halving the plate. So you'll just have 6 and 6. 6 on one side, 6 on the other. 90 zombies. I don't even know you've got enough studs. 90. I was thinking 3 or 4 a plate. So 1, 2, 3. And you're going to have a minimum of them on 3 plates, because you'd stagger them every other plate just to split them out. So you're only going to have half a plate, Jay, with trees. So when the trees and things are on there, because the trees take up 4 studs. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's either we have like a full-blown army apocalypse going across through all the trees, and then we just have 2 of these with a base. I don't know. This is what we're going to decide. Are we going to have like a full-blown army apocalypse, or are we just going to have a group of zombies walking around the trees? Because if you're going to have a group of zombies, you would just have them on 2 plates with trees, and the trees would just go all the way through, and every 2 plates you would have a different scene. So, I mean, you could have 3 different scenes if you wanted to. 4 different scenes, sorry. If I split them up into 2s. So we could have half a plate each, and we could have a zombie scene, a something else scene, a something else scene, a something else scene, or we just go full ball zombie invasion. I don't mind. But you would only do the zombies every other plate rather than having them in pairs. So that's what I would imagine. But you guys have to have a think and let me know, because I put the trees in first, because you'd stagger the trees, wouldn't you, with a couple side by side. And I'm doing trees a full thing. 13 zombies. I don't mind that. You'd have 12 with a leader. Yeah, I'd work 4 to a plate, and you could have either the first 3 plates or staggered going into something that they don't know about, because you wouldn't be able to, if they're in packs, you wouldn't be able to spread them over that far. They'll just look lost. But then you could have a clump of them, and then it could be thinning out, and you can just have one by itself at the back or at the front, leading the pack. And then we got to think of what else we can do. So we had 13 zombies basically side by side. That would take up 4 plates, and then that leaves us with 4. So we either do another separate display on the other 4 plates, which are these here, or we pair them off. But yeah, I think it'd look quite impressive. But shall I just tree all of it though? And obviously half it, so it would be that, wouldn't it? If I take them off, you would have, where the colours are, it would be something completely different, and this side would be the zombies and the trees, and then it would be going into whatever, because we said would half and half the plates, so that would work fine, if that's what we think, because you'd be able to get 2 trees side by side with the figures in the middle, because obviously it takes up 4, but you've got the top of the tree, so you'd need some space. But you get 8 studs, so we've got 8 studs wide by 16 long for 8 plates. 2, 4, 6. So yeah, 8 plates. So that's what we should be doing. Right, guys. I said I'll go at about the 2.5 hour mark, so I will. Well, the alleyway goes into the zombie HQ, so we could do something with it coming down. But if we did that, it would have to be on the other side, so it could be an escape. But I think I need to get the figures first. I think I need the trees first. If we're agreeing that we're going to have trees all the way down, and it's just going to be forest, which is what we've always said, and then we could just have trees with nothing and benches like on the other side here, and then we could have walkway where it needs to be walkway, and then we could just have the zombies hidden within the trees. It's just that this end plate or these end 2 plates, I don't know if there's going to be a fight going on, or if it's just zombies running around aimlessly in the woods and the forest and all that sort of stuff. So I think once we've got the zombies in, we can figure out if they're going to be battling anything, and if there's anything to battle, or you just don't bother having them battling and we just have zombies roaming around. I know Jay likes a good zombie, but it depends if you want some roaming around or not. Right, guys, I'm going to get going, as it's 10 to 9 this way, so it's 10 to 10 for Mandy. Everybody else will be chilling out now. So, guys, thank you very much. The other video has gone live, I think. Hopefully that's all gone live and updated. Row's done. Happy with that. I think that looks That looks smart. Like I've said about a million times now, we'll figure out the rest of the water. But that is the road plate done for the taxi that Kiara is doing for, well, that has been done from the Bugle. And this will be the road that goes directly outside the front of the Bugle, and then the alleyway will kick off. So we've started something, and we know what else that we could potentially add. So we can just keep going with it. And then if there's anything else that you can think of that would look good, please let me know in the comments below. And if you're watching this back, please let me know. But yeah, I think it should be good. I think it's gone well. I think we should be living the dream, hopefully. All right, guys, I will see you all later. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. Enjoy stuffing your face, and I'll catch you on the next one. And don't forget, this week there's some seriously good videos coming out. You've got three videos coming out. One's already gone live, and that is the Lego house. That one went live a little while ago. So we'll be talking about that next week. But guys, thank you very much. Thank you for everybody's input. And Jay, Kiara, Mandy, Daniel, everybody else that is in the chat. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Ta-da.